Are you looking at reducing your waste at home? Well, you're in the right place. Join me for 10 or more easy swaps and you can change your life for not only now but for future generations. Let's remove single-use plastic. Our first swap. Second-hand clothing. If you're looking at buying new clothes, make sure you get good quality clothes, not fast fashion, cheap clothing which is not going to last. You can pay the extra and get something in good quality. Or alternatives are, you can go to a thrift shop and still get good quality second-hand clothing. Or you can go to a drop and swap. Drop and swaps, these are awesome. You pay an entry fee. Some of them do it a donation, some of them do set entry fees. You drop the clothes that you are not going to use anymore prior to the swap. They may not fit you, or you've never worn them, or you've just changed your mind. Some of them are new, some of them are old, doesn't matter. And then you just swap them on at the event. And you can come out with some really wonderful items. Some are new, some are old. You could change your wardrobe in one go. Right, our next swap is going to be shampoos and deodorants. What kind of shampoo do you use? Do you use a bar or do you use something in a bottle? The best option I've found and what I use is now soap bars, specifically made for shampoos and conditioners. They're great for travelling, great for going to a swimming pool or exercising or gyms or whatever. So portable, so much easier than buying another bottle and much better on the environment. Right, number 3, replacing plastic with alternatives. So when your old dish brush has really worn out and you can't use it anymore and you have to get a new one, what are you going to do? This is my old dish brush. I'm not going to get rid of it yet because it's still pretty good. No point sending stuff which is still usable to landfill. This is my new dish brush. Natural fibre bristles, wood and stainless steel by the look of it. It will eventually break down and possibly compost, who knows, or you can recycle it somehow. The same goes for replacing shampoo bottles. So we just talked about replacing shampoo bottles before with soap bars, shampoo soap bars. We can also think about replacing other things like even your broom, your toothbrush, all kinds of brushes, your hairbrush. There are plenty of options available now which are not plastic. Most of them are some kind of compostable or degradable or recyclable. So have a look at the different options available. Number 4, bulk buying. Bulk buying is awesome if you can do it. Take your reusable containers to a bulk bin place. There's plenty of these shops popping up around the place now. You can take your bags, fill your bags, take your own jars. And what you do there is you get your jar measured when you come in, so they know the weight of it. Then you go and fill it up, or your bottle, and then they will weigh it on the way out. And there you go, easy peasy. Plastic wrap. Number 5. Oh, don't we just hate plastic wrap? Single-use plastic wrap. Glad wrap, put it on everything. Oh, even your hair in the old days. Even your hair for dyeing your hair colour. Scary. Anyway, alternatives to plastic wrap. What do we have? There is wax wrap. There is bowl covers, made old-fashioned bowl covers. Most of them are lined these days so that they are waterproof on the inside. They look like shower caps. My hubby calls them shower caps. Oh, you're making shower caps again. There's also there's beeswax wraps, all kinds of things like that. Lots of things that you can change and swap out. What are we up to now? Number six. Shopping bags. Oh, luckily here in New Zealand they have banned single-use lightweight shopping bags, which I don't think is enough at the supermarkets, because they've just replaced them with another kind of heavier duty plastic, which is a bit ridiculous really. But anyway, shopping bags. You can take your own, make your own, and they can be reused over and over and over again. Cotton ones are good, they break down, but you can use any kind of material. I have some here. Here's a shopping bag made from a bouncy castle. Check it out. It's made from a bouncy castle that was going to landfill, and these seat belts are great handles. They have come off cars that have failed their warrants, also that was going to landfill. Right, so while we're on the supermarket side of things, what really drives me a little bit crazy is the supermarket has taken out the bags at the end of the checkouts. However, there's still rolls and rolls and rolls of plastic in the produce area. They're still putting all their bread in single-use plastic as well. So I'm hoping that most of you will be looking at getting produce bags, making your own or buying them online. Here is an example of some of our produce bags made out of lightweight material. The bottom's actually made out of a tent that was going to landfill. Super light, under 10 grams on the scale. The top was old net curtain. Look at that. You can see through it at the scales, and it's got a tie. Awesome. You know what you've got in it. And we do the bigger version too. Look at that. You can get 3 kgs or more of oranges in there. And super strong. Look, that's where a tent pole went. So please don't use the plastic that is on the rolls in the produce area. Why do bananas need to be in plastic? Some things really surprise me. As far as the bread section, if you go into your local farmer's market, take your produce bags and your supermarket bags, and also we have made organic cotton bread bags. I take these to the supermarket, I fill a bag full of bread rolls with them. I can get 14 good sized bread rolls in these bags, and then I put them in the freezer, and they're just wonderful. I take 1 roll or 2 rolls out a day, and they go in the lunches. Easy peasy. I have a couple of these bags always on the go, and they are washable. Make sure they're organic cotton if you're going to make them, and they're just like our produce bags, but they're all cotton and double drawstring. Double drawstring is the trick. Here's one here. This is a good size, available on our website too. Right, who loves exercising? I like to get out on my bike. I used to run a lot, but I don't have much time now. But I would always take a bottle of drink with me. Please don't buy bottles of drink, bottles of water especially. Where we live, we have awesome water here, so we can just fill it for the tap. What do I use for exercising? What do I use for water when I go for a bike ride, or a run, or a walk, if it's a long walk, or to the gym? I don't go to the gym, But you might go to the gym. Do you go to the gym? I don't go to the gym. I work out enough at home. But I could work out more. I love biking. Anyway, what do you do about your drink bottle? Well, I don't buy bottled drinks. Why would you buy a bottle of drink unless you are absolutely desperate? I have paid a little bit extra and bought a wonderful stainless steel drink bottle. I love it. It's perfect. I can use it over and over and over and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. I can actually put hot water in the hot drinks in this, or cold drinks. But even if you get a cheap drink bottle, it's better than a plastic single-use one. Easy to wash, super easy to use. I just love it. Don't buy single-use drink bottles. Just don't. Right, how's our next swap? I've lost contact on numbers. I've lost what number we're up to in swaps. Anyway, talking about getting out and about, we have coffee. Who loves coffee? I love coffee. However, I don't get out much to buy it, but I still do love coffee. And when I do go, I've always got a coffee cup, a reusable one in my bag. Got to have a big bag. Or one in the car. But I make sure when I've finished, got home, I clean it out. Otherwise, that's not a good thing. So here's one of my coffee cups. You might get a theme going that I like green a little bit, but this is a ceramic one. And people are quite happy to refill your cups when you go to a cafe. Some of them even give you a discount. If you've forgotten your cup and you've got time, dine in. Why not? Use your cup, sit down, have a lovely cup of coffee and enjoy it. Takeaways. Takeaways. Who likes takeaways? Now, what kind of takeaways are we talking about? Well, any kind really. Takeaways. Could be your lunch. Could be something for dinner. What do you do when you're out and about and you want to get takeaways? Well, you either take a container with you and they're quite happy to fill it up for you, or you get a reusable one there. But make sure you reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. Easy. Now, as for lunches, you can either use beeswax wraps to wrap your sandwiches in, but particularly I don't like the taste of the wax or the texture really. So I've made lunch bags. Easy. They're lined. Hang on, I'll see if I can find one. Does this make you hungry? Donuts. This is a lunch bag that we have made here at Recycle Recreate. It's made from cotton material outer. It's got a good size. See that? See how thick that is? And it's lined with nylon and it's got little domes on it. You can get all kinds in here. A few sandwiches, a bun. I usually fill it up. So, lunch bags. And they just throw them in the wash when you're home. No more plastic wrap. Right, we have snack bags. Nuts, biscuits, all kinds of things can go in those. Exactly the same but small. Easy, chuck them in your bag. Right, another thing about bulk buying is you can use, you know, our produce bags that I spoke to you about. Well, actually, you can make, or you can buy bulk bin bags, which are very much similar. They're more breathable and they're more of a linen fabric. The produce are the basic light ones. The bulk bin bags are the same, but just different materials, so they're breathable and they have the French seams on the inside, so you don't get your food, your flour, your rice, your nuts, those bits and pieces all caught in the seam. Right, speaking of lunches, there's another option to our sandwiches bags. Now, I love old retro stuff, and I'll just look down here, and over here I picked up this lovely lunch tin. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's a little old cake tin, and you just put your lunch in it. Oh, I just love it. And it's got cute dogs on it. However, you can now get the modern version of those, which looks a little bit like this. This is a double layered one. It's got the clips at the top. See there on the side? So you've got a thin layer and then you've got another layer underneath. So you could have your sandwiches in the bottom and your biscuits and stuff on top, and it's up. Easy, portable. Right, something else you can do at home. Let's look at composting. Most of the stuff that you'll be looking at replacing your brushes with, once you've used your new brush and it's done its dash, like your toothbrush, most of the handles might be bamboo. You can compost them in your compost bin, but check out the instructions first. Composting, there's different types of composting. We'll go into this in another video. Being sustainable around home. At our place we have a garden compost, which our garden stuff goes into. We have which is a normal stacker compost bin. We have a very old rolling compost bin, which you wind around with a handle and it tumbles it all. We have worm farms. We have several worm farms, and we have a few chickens too, so it sort of about covers everything. And the good thing is, like with chickens, we've only got 3 chickens. We did have 12, but I've been cut down to 3 for some reason. But anyway, chickens eat just about anything, except for maybe I don't give mine avocado or citrus or anything spicy, too spicy. But the good thing about chickens is they give us eggs back, so that's awesome. Worm farms are pretty good. They'll take anything that the chickens don't eat except for anything cooked. So the chickens can have all the cooked food that's leftovers, if there's any. The worms have the other scraps. Chickens don't have potato peelings and vegetable peelings, but the worms do. And they break it all down and they make this lovely worm juice, which is called worm tea, which is actually worm pea. And then that is just amazing fertilizer, which goes back into your house plants and your garden and everything else. So most of our composting either goes back into the garden from the worm, what's left over from the worms, to even the chicken manure and what's in our tumble and compost bins. So everything is full circle. So there's not much wastage when it comes to garden waste, apart from big stuff which we chip down or we send out. You can send out recycling and garden waste now. They have separate bins for them around here. They're picked up on the roadside, but we mainly do our own, so we don't have a green waste bin. But they are available and a good idea, and they go to a commercial premises where it is all done, and then you can even buy the mulch and stuff off them. Right, I hope you've enjoyed these 10 or more little swaps that we've talked about. If you want to know more, I'm going to go into more detail on some of the items. And if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us here on YouTube. Just subscribe. Don't forget to like us. If you want to know more about being more sustainable, living a better lifestyle, and making a better future for not just our generation but generations to come, so that they can live a wonderful life on this planet of ours. If you want to know more about recycling, reusing, recreating, and just living with less waste, follow us. Just press subscribe. If you've got any questions, please comment below. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Check in and see what we're up to.